So, guys, this is my review of Fena Pirate Princess Episode 1. And with that, guys, let's dive into Episode 1 and my review. Let's get it. So, Episode 1 opens up with this little girl, this little boy. The boy is pulling the little girl, like taking her to safety, what it looks like. And then he basically puts her on this boat. But, so basically, like, there's a guy up top of the boat. He's yelling down, and he says, "Fena, you need to go to Edina." And then like there's an explosion that happens behind him. But then the little boy that was like putting her in the boat, he's like telling her, you must survive and stuff like that. And she calls out to him. She calls him Yukimaru, as the boat is being like pulled away by the current of the flow of the water. But at the same time, there's all this, fire and explosion and stuff like that happening because this boat, the boat that they were on, they were getting attacked by another boat ship in the ocean. So this is pretty much the opening of the episode, but then we fully dive into what's to come as far as episode 1 is concerned. Now, during another portion of the opening of episode 1, we see that Fena, this is Fena here, the one on the right, she's grown up a little bit more. It's been 10 years now since the incident of what happened and occurred when she was a little girl. But in the opening, she was actually out on the I want to say like the patio part of this building, and she was singing, and it kind of reminded me of if you've played if you're an RPG play a video game player, and it reminded me of Final Fantasy IX with Dagger and her singing on the like the patio of her castle in the video game. So it kind of reminded me of that. But here specifically, she's having a conversation with this young lady here on the left. Called her name is Angie, and basically she's prepping her to basically prepare to be married to I want to say this nobleman or some guy. I forgot his name currently. I believe it starts with an M, but she's getting ready to be married to this person, but she obviously doesn't want that to occur. She's basically saying like, I shouldn't have to do this, and I have this plan, and basically the plan that she comes up with, it's very funny, but it also gives me a remembrance of a specific anime, which we're going to talk about here in a second. And so here is the drawing that she came up with, her little plan. And it kind of reminded me of Rukia's drawing on Bleach when she was basically explaining to Ichigo specific plans and details. And she even continues to bring these type of drawings up throughout the anime on Bleach. So this here, what Fena's plan was to basically, because she was going to be getting ready to be prepared to be wedded to this guy that she doesn't know anything about or anything like that. She doesn't have any feelings for. She never met him. She basically wants to go and get to she said, if I remember correctly, the second floor of the building and rope down the building and out. And she has like backup plans, like from A to D and all of that. And she's saying like, basically with the original plan that as long as everything falls through, she can slide down from the second floor down to the ground floor, and she'll be on a boat and heading out. Nobody will be able to notice that she's gone until it's too late. But again, this drawing here was just really, really funny. I really enjoyed this moment here from episode 1. Now, also at the beginning of the episode, they showed these two characters. They were in this bar, basically, right? But they were overhearing a conversation from some other guys near their table, and they were basically talking about Fena. They were talking about like rumors of what she looked like, her hair color and all of that. Like, because Fena is a really lovely and beautiful young lady, that she's definitely, she would be the talk of the town. And of course, they also talked about her being married to Mark Curvey, I believe that's his name, if I remember correctly now. And word is getting around that this is supposed to happen today. Now, she was on her way up there by this manager and his like guard or something like that. It was a big tall guy. So basically, they were taking her up there, and she basically they were going up the stairs to head up to the second floor where she was hoping that they were going to head to. But the manager basically told her, like, yeah, per the 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 guy that she was basically getting ready to be wed to, who, by the way, was in the room with two other women. By the way, I'd want to note that he was already having sex with them, right? But she was basically on the way to that room where he was having sex, but he wasn't on the second floor. They were placed at the top, at the very, very top room in the building. So once she found that out, she basically fell on her hands and knees, was just like, my plan's not going to work. It's too high. But the thing about it is that Salmon here in the back, he was giving a signal to Ōjo, who was on the outside, and he roped down through the window, and basically did a anime headbutt. It's usually in these type of animes where there's always a anime headbutt. It happens all the time. In these type of animes, action-packed animes, and I believe this is an action-packed anime. There's no question about it. But he does that. They pretty much, grab Fena, get her out, and they're running out the building, and then there's an alarm that goes off. But with that, some other stuff is going on in the background that they have no clue about, which is this right here. And it is these characters right here. There's a few of them. There's more of them, but these are just a few that popped up in the episode. They were like in the background, trying to help Ōjo and Salmon get Fena out and escape. But again, they don't know that they're there. They're like samurai ninjas, basically, from their outfits and stuff like that. But they are like literally shooting arrows at the guards and stuff like that, who are chasing after them and basically killing them and stuff. But again, they don't know that they are there. Even like Ōjo, he kind of senses that they're there, but he doesn't specifically know where they are. Like I said, he kind of has a sense that they're there, but he's not too sure. So it's like they don't really know what's going on, because guards showed up, they were getting ready to get attacked, and Ōjo basically decided that he wanted to sacrifice himself, basically, and which ended up, Salmon ended up being the one to sort of kind of be sacrificed. He got caught himself trying to help Fena escape. But when Ōjo tried to attack the guys, because they were hiding out, and he ran out, when he tried to attack them, those guards were already taken out by one of these three. I want to say the one in the middle. He's the one with the arrows. I think he's the one that shot those arrows and took those two guards out. So again, these characters are there. There's a few others, but they are in the background helping out, trying to get Fena to help her escape to safety. Now, I do want to mention this character here. He's the guy in the blue. He's basically protecting Angie here in this scene. Mark Kever, he's the guy here like underneath the arm, because he basically tossed this bottle at Angie because they're interrogating her and wondering where Fena is. He saves her from Mark Kever's throwing this bottle at her. Very rude of him. But this guy, whomever he is, I really like his character already, because he's like, I won't take any harm, having any harm being had towards any woman at all. That's not going to happen under my watch. I immediately was just like, yo, you're my homie right now, because I personally just don't like it when women get hurt and attacked by men, by guys who feel like they're fully superior to them, and overbearing and all of that. I hate that. So I just hate specific guys who are abusive to women. This dude's definitely abusive to women for sure. You could tell. But again, I like this character. He definitely caught my attention right away because of this moment here. So I'm gonna guess and say that he's a key character in the show as of right now per episode 1. But again, I just wanted to point this moment out here in episode 1. So basically, towards the end of the episode, we get this other introduction to this other character. He's a part of the group off to the side, the samurai ninjas that are like helping Fena out. Fena and Ōjo run into some other guys who are after them, and it's actually the guys from the bar that were having a conversation that Odo and Salmon overheard talking about Fena and her looks and what she looked like and stuff like that. They actually go on the hunt to search for them, and they run into them out here in the forest. But when it seemed like all things were like Laza was about to be bad, that Fena thinks in her mind, she actually calls out to Yukimaru, the little boy from her past, who she was sort of kind of mentioning earlier on in the episode too, with Angie in her conversation earlier in episode 1. But when she thinks about Yukimaru, this character, this guy pops up and saves her. He literally just like kills all what 5 or 6 guys around her in literally a few seconds. And she basically like having a conversation with him, questioning, trying to figure out who he is, because it's also stated like I feel like they crossed paths before, like she kind of saw him in another moment where he saved her life before. I'm not too sure, but that's what it seems like. That's what it's leaning towards. But again, I'm not too sure. So she's like saying like, the guys here, they're all rude and stuff like that. They don't apologize when they're rude to other women. And she's like saying like, you're different. And she literally goes to say like, I believe I know you. I believe that you're Yukimaru. When she tries to say Yukimaru, he grabs a little small, like a small stick, and bops her on the top of her head and knocks her out. He basically says like, you're talking too much. But his character was very like a dope introduction to this character, which I'm definitely looking forward to finding out who he is and the rest of his buddies and friends who are with him. I really want to know who they are in this episode. But that's pretty much the episode in itself and what the story seemingly is about, or at least going in a specific direction. So I'm looking forward to sitting down and watching episode 2 to come. So with that, guys, let me know your thoughts. I know that there are 4 episodes. I literally watched episode 1 not too long ago, decided to do my review on it. I'm going to try to jump into episode 2 soon, within the next couple of days here, and then I'll do my review. Maybe I'll put my episode 2 review with episode 1 once I get done watching it, and then look to try to get caught up so that we are all ready to go with each and every episode week to week. But with that, guys, let me know your thoughts. What did y'all think of episode 1 when you first sat down and watched it for the first time? Leave some comments in the comment section below if you feel up to it, and I will talk to y'all next time with more Fena Pirate Princess. Peace, guys.